Welcome back to Communication Skills in Personal Mastery. So, while you're learning to speak, let me tell you, your personality speaks the loudest. So, the other day we had a movie night. By the way, every month I have a movie night with Priya Kumar where I make you watch stories of real people who have created real success and then we decode it. So, we were watching Never Say Never, which is a documentary made on Justin Bieber, how he became a raging success. One of the things that people said, apart from saying that I love his voice, they said, I love his looks, I love his hair, I love his personality. While talent remains a constant, it's the personality, it's the looks, it's the, in this case, hair, and in every case, hair, that adds the extra zing and magic. And today we're going to talk about how personality speaks volumes even before you open your mouth. Okay, now speaking about open your mouth, have you not met people? My God, they look so good. They're so well dressed, tall and handsome and, chiseled face and gorgeous smile and beautiful eyes and clothed in all the brands. And then when he opens his mouth, it's like, oh my God, I want to get out of here. Okay. So yes, all of these things count in the making of a great personality, but end of the day, it is your communication skills that will ride along with it parallelly to create the success and mark that you so wish. So what is personality? Here is the definition: the combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. And the second definition is a celebrity or a famous person. So you see, if you marry both the definitions, you stand a chance to be a famous person, a personality based on distinctive characteristics, unique characteristics that are individual to you. So let's begin with this. Visuals have an impact. Even before you open your mouth and speak, even before you introduce yourself or tell your name, your appearance already speaks volumes about who you are. And therefore, putting extra care there sets you up well for whatever it is that you want to communicate. Because you see, the person already forms an opinion and judgment about you even before you have started to talk, simply by looking at you. So let's get started. What are the ingredients that contribute to a great, unique personality, which is individual to you? Number one is power dressing. How you dress has an impact, and dress according to who you are, not necessarily who you're going to meet or what the occasion is. So you make a decision. Who am I? What do I want the other person to think of me? And therefore dress in that fashion. And remember this, your dressing first has an impact on your confidence. See, the last thing you want to be is underdressed. It's okay to be overdressed because everybody will be looking at you. That's fine. All right. But put some mind and put some thought in what you're going to wear. It's not that you wake up in the morning, you're going for a meeting or you're going to work or you're going wherever it is that you're going, that you open the cupboard and pick up whatever comes first. You plan that a day before. Plan what your purpose is, what you represent, and how that can be reflected in your clothing. Because you see, it will have an impact on you eventually. So there was one time I was going for a meeting and my heel broke. The heel of my shoe broke. Do you think that impacted my confidence a little? Do you think that was distracting for me? Of course. There was one time, there was this gentleman who was so shifty and so on, and I could distinctly see perfume marks on him, those blotches. And I was like all the time noticing it. But there was one time I was wearing something and I had perfume blotches on it, and I only noticed it in the washroom of the office. Now I can do nothing about it. And I was wishing my hair was longer so it would cover it. It impacted my confidence. So don't underestimate the power the whole dressing has on you. Put some thought in it. Number two is your hair. Look, your hair is a very, very important part of your appearance. You don't believe me? Go bald. Then you'll understand how important a factor it is in defining how you feel about yourself and how others perceive you. Look, you go for a haircut, right? So get a little expert opinion. Don't just say, jo karna hai karo. Ask what would look good on me and invest a little bit money. Nowadays they have this software where they put these various hairstyles on you to see what looks looks good, it might just be a smart investment. And I will tell you, a bad hair day steals your confidence more than anything else. There was one time, there was this guy, okay, imagine, man, he's saying my hair is too flat today. I don't feel good about it. And I couldn't notice any difference. Sometimes you come with a haircut and you're not happy with it. And somebody's like, oh, really? You had a haircut? They don't even notice. So as much as we are hoping that it would make an impression on the other person, first, it is for your satisfaction. When you look good to yourself in the mirror, that's half the battle won. And that is where the confidence comes from. Number 3 now is how you walk. Your walk, your entry makes a statement. There was one time I used to coach models and I would travel with them for their contests. And oh my God, they would spend so much time on the ramp walk, perfecting their walk. While it's the clothes, yes, it's how the clothes behave when you walk, when you make an entry. Of course, they were showing off their clothes, but also their personality when they get into a contest. A walk is a very, very important part of your personality. There was one time, I was called on a reality show and they put me into a little bit of media training. And the first thing the person says, can you walk and show? So I walked and the person says, no, this walk is not going to work. You need to have a power walk. In fact, he told me you walk like a duck. I don't walk like a duck. A duck walks like that. I don't walk like that. But he found my walk so appalling. He told me to watch a reality show and see how the guest enters, see how the host enters, watch a movie and see the entry of the star. And I got it. There is a certain way that they walk. Okay. And it sounds weird and you can choose to ignore it. See, my job is to tell you what I have learned, what I do. And if you have little bit admiration for me, please know there is enough thought and enough practice gone behind it to make a statement today. Practice it. I did that. I started to watch shows and I would go rewind on how the person made the entry. How did he or she walk? And I would walk in front of the mirror. And in the house that I used to live in, there was not enough space between the wall and the mirror. It was just like 4 steps. So imagine I would, like a goldfish, walk 4 steps, turn around, walk 4 steps just to look at myself. A few tips here are: don't drag your feet. Okay. Don't have a slouch. Like a model, walk, make an entry. And next time you look at somebody and say, wow, this person has a great personality, observe the walk and you emulate and practice it in your own unique style. Number 4, the way you sit speaks volumes. Don't sit bent, don't sit hunched, and be very, very conscious. See, do a little drill before you go. This is a communication style. You decide what is most comfortable for you. I decide how I will sit, whether I will lean back, where will my arm be? What if there is no armrest? Then will I sit like this? Will my hands be on the knees? Will I, put my chin on the hand, etc. I plan that because you don't know what kind of chair, what kind of sofa you'll get. And with my height, it's very difficult. They build chairs and sofas for huge people. So if I sit back, now my feet don't touch the ground. If I sit in front, now I don't know what to do with my back. So I have to practice that. That posture will be so distracting. It will affect my communication. So do that. Invest some time on sitting in different positions, on different chairs, in different areas, and planning how your posture will be. What is it that you like? And sometimes when I have this really big couch, I ask for a cushion. I say, can you get me a cushion, please? Or I steal other people's cushions because I want to be comfortable. And it may be a smart idea that the clothes that you're going to wear the next day, sit in them, work in them, because you might just find them too tight. You just might find them too constricted, or you might find they crease very quick, easily, or other things, So I always, whenever I go for a workshop and if I'm wearing something new, I try it out. I sit, I walk, I do my stuff to see if this is comfortable with me. And the last thing I want is that should become a distraction when I'm trying to make a very, very important point, which is important for my career. The next one is your eyes. What are you going to do with your eyes? Are you going to look at the person? Are you going to look away? How is it that you maintain eye contact? Some of us find it very intimidating to look into another person's eyes. But people who have a very powerful personality, They have this knack of making eye contact with you and through your eyes reading your soul. So get into the practice of looking into people's eyes, because a lot of us naturally look away. We look around. We just can't stand to make eye contact. But you know what? That is where the magic is. And while you're on eye contact, learn a little drama with your eyes, frown, show a little wonder, or crinkle it a little bit, whatever. You'll get it. See, you'll get it when you look into another person's eyes. Your eyes can be expressive. I have to tell you this, there was one time I was doing a communication drill with the CEO of a company. Okay, so which means both of us were sitting across and I was doing a little drill. And the drill was, don't react. Okay, so we both look into each other's eyes and you're not supposed to react because it's the reaction that is disturbing. Okay, so I was looking into the person's eyes and he started to laugh. So I said, why did you laugh? He said, because you were laughing. I said, I was not laughing. He said, no, your eyes were laughing. Okay. So imagine your eyes can speak that. He says, I can see laughter in your eyes and that's what is funny and that is making me laugh. Okay. You'll find a lot of magic happening in this eye to eye contact. Practice it. Practice it with a friend. We used to play that game, don't blink. Of course you blink, but look into a person's eyes when you talk. Now that we are on looking into a person's eyes, number 6 is learn some expressions. Hey, don't have this poker face, this monotonous face. You look at a personality, they are so expressive. They just get into you. They flow into the conversation. They match your mood. They match your tone. They match your way of thinking. So learn some various expressions. Pretend to be in acting school. Open up a video which teaches you expressions. In this show Friends, there was one time Joey was trying to impress a director and he takes the mic at a wedding. He's trying to give a speech about his friend, how good his friend is, and he's acting it out. I was very sad and then I was horrified and so on. Well, you can see I'm not able to pull that off well, but make those expressions: surprise, wonder, sad, empathy, a frown, anger, happiness, love, softness, etc. It will really help you. See, practice it. And then it becomes natural to you. See, to be expressive is natural human nature. We have learned to be inhibitive. We have learned to keep our feelings to ourselves. What I'm saying is go express it. And it will take a little bit of digging. It will take a little bit of dusting to get it out and to be expressive. And while you're at it, learn at least 2 dance moves. Okay, because what happens is somebody will just take your hand, pick you up one time and say, let's dance. And then you cannot say, no, I don't know how to dance. It happened with me one time. I was in Dubai and Sunil Grover, he picked me up from the audience. He's there in the Genius Code. And he said, why don't you dance? Now, I've got 2 left feet. I cannot for the love of God dance. And I have laughed on Kapil Sharma's show on people, the people they call up and they tell them dance and their body is moving in different directions. It's like how Tom and Jerry falls and the body is in all different directions, like that, how some people dance. Well, the entire audience of, I think, 2,000 people fell off their chair laughing while Sunil Grover was teaching me how to dance. And that day I said, oh my God, this is enough. You never know when you will be called on stage or just called somewhere and say, let's dance. Learn at least 2 dance moves. Because you know what? That laughter still rings in my head till date. But I thought it was karma getting back. You've laughed at so many people and now so many people laughing at you. So we're all done and settled. Okay. And when I watched that video, it really was funny. Please don't go looking for it. Okay. But here is my advice to you. See, I suffered. Okay. I'm thick skinned. You laugh at me. I laugh with you at me. So I'm perfectly okay with it. Okay. But it's a great tool to have. Yeah. What if I could have gone on stage and, moved? That would have been like, wow. That would have been like awesome. And my walk back would have been like, I'm the king of the world. I'm the queen of the world. But I came back, hiding my face that I hope people didn't take pictures and make videos and put it on YouTube. And if I had done a great job, I'd be saying, I wish people have taken pictures. I hope they have put it on YouTube so I can also send the link to others and say, hey, watch this. Okay. Prepare for it in advance. You never know. One day you'll be picked up and people will be watching. Number 7 is very, very important. The shape of your body shapes your personality. Looks being aside, the shape of your body is in your hands. The size of your stomach, the size of your waist, the size of your belly, the width of your body is literally in your hands, what you eat. And look, while you get on a diet, it's important for your health, not just for your shape, but also for your health. And remember this, you don't have an excuse, by the way. There is a gym every 500 meters that you go. So take charge, take responsibility. Look, it's difficult to impress people if your looks are not impressive, if your shape is not impressive. Go work out. And working out is also communicating with your body. It's telling your body, I'm in control. I will give you the best shape, the best nutrition, the best resources so you can serve me back. It's a good idea to do that. And having a great body by far has more benefits than just communication skills. Now is accessories. Look, it's not compulsory, but make sure you have some decorative pieces, but don't be over decorated that it becomes a distraction. Wearing earrings, putting on some rings, putting a nice watch which goes with your clothing, putting nail paint. For guys, it is bracelet, necklace, whatever it is that works for you. Okay, and a little makeup would be nice. Okay, if you're into makeup. If you're not, it's okay. But at least make sure that your eyebrows are well shaped. Okay, you get this eyebrow pencil. Did you know? Eyebrow is a very, very important feature on your face. Just pencil it up a little bit, put it in shape. Look aesthetic. Be an artist. Be a creative person. Be a creator. You define your look. Okay, and try it. See, you don't have to do it, but at least give it a shot. Try it once and see how you feel about it. See how it looks. You don't have to go all out. Do you even know, by the way, how much makeup I'm wearing for this camera? It doesn't show much, right? But I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I would not do this kind of layering if I'm meeting you in person. Then it's very light, sometimes even not. A little eyeliner gives a little definition. So you decide what works for you. And if you're a guy, shape your beard properly, your mustache properly, and you've seen these guys when they have a mustache, one lip hair is longer than the other lip hair. Put a little care into it. You know what I mean? So watch out for accessories. Indulge, but don't overindulge, and do whatever lies in your comfort zone. Now, the next one is your teeth. If you smoke, if you drink too much coffee, and if you don't brush your teeth, well, there is a layer of plaque and your teeth have become yellow. Go to a dentist, Baba, and polish and clean up your teeth. It's good for you. It's good oral hygiene any which ways. When you're visiting a dentist next time, just say, can you clean up my teeth? Okay, it's a nice process. You feel so good. Your breath feels fresher. All right. And if you have crooked teeth or whatever, it may be a nice idea to straighten them for your sake if it's bothering you. For the longest time, I had a front tooth broken. All right. It was chipped. So it was I would not like it, but at that time I was just too young. And the minute I found out that you can actually construct a tooth, my front two teeth are constructed, they were chipped because I would open things with my teeth. I used my teeth as an instrument and they chipped. So, I like my smile. My teeth are well done. They are invested in, and I'm not talking about aesthetic makeover. These are basics that were needed. I needed to fix a chipped tooth because it would keep chipping further. But the point is, no matter what the shape of your teeth, at least clean teeth. People who chew pan or I don't know what, it just becomes brown or whatever. It takes some time because ultimately people look at your mouth only, when you're talking. That's your tool. Keep it in good shape. Next is perfume. Look, perfume is a personal thing. What you like, I may hate. So that's okay. And it's okay if you don't wear perfume also. It's a personal choice, like I said. But you can't smell bad. There are people who really smell bad. It may be a good idea to use a good deodorant if you're not into perfumes. I'm not too much in favor of perfumes, but yes, I am against body odor that puts people off. So make sure that you smell fresh. Ensure that you take steps to make sure that you smell good and don't smell bad. And lastly, look, find your own style. See, when you try all of this, you'll also start discovering, I like this, I don't like this. And there'll be something that will become your own personal style. And people will start equating you with it. Like, in that movie, Salman Khan used to wear his sunglasses on the collar in the back. That became his style. Ranveer Singh has his own style, which he's known for. Steve Jobs had his own style, black t-shirt and blue jeans. Indira Gandhi had her own style. She was the Prime Minister of India with that white streak and her sari and so on. You'll find that in yourself. But let me tell you, all of these styles that I'm talking about, they didn't simply come. They came with a lot of trial and error. They came with what a person is comfortable in and a person is willing to be known by. Eventually, when you give it enough chance, you will be known by a style, and that will form a unique characteristic of your personality. So experiment with it. I have given you a lot to play with. And one thing will lead to another. Just let's say all you did was went and did a shining of your teeth. Do you know how much confidence that brings? Do you know how much more you will smile after that? Let's say you go sort out your hair. That's it. That takes you to another level. What if you sorted out your dressing? What if you managed your body weight? And so on. The benefits of confidence work like a domino effect where one thing leads to another. And while you may not do this entire list, you will settle into something unique. You will settle into something powerful that will begin to shape and define you. Now imagine if you have all of this in place, all right? Let's say all of it in place. You already have the attention of your audience. They are already in awe of you. My God, he looks so good. Look at his shape. I can see his bicep through his shirt. His teeth are like sparkling. He makes eye contact, his smile, his posture, the way he sits, the way he walks, the way he stands. You know what I mean? And look at that watch. Look at how coordinated he is, and so on. Your audience is already in awe. And now you are ready to take the spotlight for your communication. Half your job is already done. You already have the other person's attention. And what you do with that therefrom is the content delivery, which I'm coming to in the next video. So I will leave you with this quote. It says, "There is nothing more attractive than a great positive personality. Its beauty never fades away with time." And with that, I wish you loads of fun in trying all of this out. See you tomorrow.